Saturn's day to the collective. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alala Bandera. Yes, this screen is dark right now because that's what we doing right here. But I will be seeing y'all soon. But I just wanted to check in with you all first and foremost, see what you all are feeling, and answer any questions within the chat. But nonetheless, welcome all. Blissful Saturn's day to all. It's 2:02 right now, 2:02, 0.202 just went to 3. But they want me to reference that 2:02, 22 being the master builder's number for solid foundations, but with that 0 in between those two twos, okay, there's an intuitive aspect coming through here as we approach this eclipse season, so excuse me, but speaking of, some of you are sitting on an idea. You're sitting on an idea. Let me see what source wants to tell you here. Let me feel. So as far as that message is concerned, it's connected to those who are feeling rushed. You're sitting on it because you feel rushed, okay? Go on your own divine timing, all right? Trust your divine intuitive instincts as to when to make a move. Put it this way, it's very similar to the way I'm doing this right here, that you don't see the screen, because if I was to take the time out to do this and that to prep to show that, I wouldn't be delivering this message if I have taken that time out to do all the, because listen, with the frequency I got with myself and being on camera, listen, when we on that camera, we on that camera, you hear me? So don't rush yourself and don't prolong yourself. So with that 2:02, whenever you feel centered about an idea, welcome Pantera Soul Fam. Whenever you feel centered about that idea, and you know when these moments are, because these will be moments when you're thinking of something, you're unable to write about it, or it's something, put it this way, it would be something where you would want to make a phone call and have a conversation, especially if you're a content creator. In the moments that you feel as though, man, I wish this was something that I could call somebody and have a conversation with, that's your moment to get up on whatever platform that you have designed for you and do you. Okay? So, 3:44 on the timer here. I just want to see what other messages come through. Now, we have the full moon lunar eclipse occurring on Monday in the sign of Libra, which is going to be represented by that Two of Swords energy. Now, the Two of Swords is the first decan of Libra, which is ruled by the moon. So this full moon lunar eclipse, as far as the tarot speaks of on the screen, I just saw 363. So 202, 202 and 363, 0 and 6. You're mastering a habit that normally tends to shift you from your center. You're breaking and releasing yourself from a habit that shifts you away from your center. You're getting into that dome space. You're putting your crown back on, 33 vertebrae of the spine. So you've been building in so many different situations you know, that have occurred in your life, which is why it's important to, when you make decisions, first and foremost, making a decision is the zone of a miracle. What you see occur after a decision is made is the result of the decision, obviously so, but the decision is the miracle. This is another aspect as we go into as far as the God within you. Are you now, collective, ask yourself this, are you representing the version of the God within you? Are you representing the version of God within you, the version of the universe within you, whatever it is that you believe in? Now, when we speak of what you believe in, this has to do with something you know. People tend to say things that they don't mean because they don't know, and they just going off of what they believe without knowing what they believe, and they just saying things that they don't mean. It's a lot of words just now. Shit. Okay? So, people tend to say things or express themselves in a way when they don't mean to because they're still connected. Simply, just put it this way. Whenever you around people who are apologizing and saying, what I said is not what I meant, it's because whatever they believe, they don't know. When you're someone who believes based on what you know, you're not going to find yourself in instances where you are having to be that person to even disclose or express yourself in that matter or have that verbiage and saying, I didn't mean to say what I said. Because when you believe what you know, everything you said, you mean. You know, you know what you meant. Again, you know. So with this full moon, lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra, okay? It is closing out major cycles as it relates to balance, what you deem as balance in significant partnerships, whether if it's family, not whether if, but if it's family, a romantic partner, business relationships, or any form of ship that has to do with you relating with other people. Just put it that way. Okay? So it is going to be a major closing and eclipsing of energy that is going to be occurring here. So what's important in this particular cycle is having to do with the way you perceive these past situations. Any situation where you may have felt as though you weren't treated accordingly, because here's why. The way you were treated, first and foremost, and then if not even if, going into that space of holding oneself accountable. The way you're treated is the way you accept yourself, and based off of that acceptance is the way others are going to treat you. It's real simple. People can argue about different perspectives all day. All day. But most people are not feeling their own feelings because their thoughts are not yet their own thoughts. Their thoughts are them thinking of the way others think of them. Once again, most people are not feeling their own feelings because most of their thoughts that generate those feelings and vice versa, most of those thoughts are coming from the way others think of them. So they're thinking of someone else's thoughts rather than themselves. When you begin to think of yourself as yourself, then you'll connect to that heart chakra. Then this is when you begin to see yourself going through these purges, these moments where, you know, you find yourself, you're going to find yourself align yourself with much more gratitude in that type of cycle where you are recognizing these are not my thoughts. These thoughts that I am having though are connected to the way someone else thinks about me, but those are not mine. Those are theirs that you are duplicating within your own, self-conversation. Okay? So, with this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra, represented by the Two of Swords, the crystal that you can use during this type of frequency vibration is the rose quartz, which has to do with love. And that's occurring on the 25th with it, which is a Monday, the moon's day. Moon day. This is going to be very important in terms of the way you are handling, the way you relate to others before you step into this new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Aries is I am that I am. Its polar opposite sign is the full moon lunar eclipse that we are approaching come Monday, Moon's Day, 25th of March. This is how you as a creator play with the illusion of time. Because you can shift these vibrations whenever you decide to. But as you're still working through the duality of life, this is why this is being expressed this way. But for those of you who have reached that space, who can go in and out of the non-duality and duality, you know what I mean? And you take what whatever resonates with you from this message. So it's important to close out these cycles that no longer serve you, that you are no longer accepting, because it's not them that you're no longer accepting. It's just the reflection of yourself that brought upon these situations in your physical realm that you are no longer accepting. It's a difference. It's two different things now. When it comes to you just not, handling certain people, making it just about other people versus you. Well, it's not even a competition, but versus you handling parts of you and really cleaning up is basically seeing little dust particles. After you finish sweeping, you may see one or two things here. And this is the way certain situations or people show up in your life after you clean yourself up from the connection that you had to that vibration as to why that even came into your life. And this eclipse is going to help each and every one of you to get clear of that. Okay. So, August 4th, 1984 could be of significance. Or 804, they're saying, and 40. I've been seeing that a lot too also, 408. 408 and 640. Yeah, in order for you to reach that infinite space, that 8, you're going to have to center yourself, but based on the way you're feeling about a particular foundation or where it is that you come from. Another message that's coming through is that being mindful as to what it is that your eyes and your ears are looking and listening to respectively when it comes to your eyes and your ears. Because your eyes specifically are an extension of your brain. So let's say you're just in this meditative state, connecting to your feelings and your thoughts. And then after that meditation, you start looking with your eyes and listening to certain things that are not aligning to that meditation you just did. That meditation that you just did don't even matter. If you truly want to get into that alignment with that meditation and connecting to your higher self, then you have to keep that consistency with the purpose as to why you went into that state to connect with yourself. Because as far as it relates to news and media itself, it's a medium. Each and every one of us here are mediums. We process information. We can take it in, we can input, output information. Okay, so that's all we have for right now. May you all have a blissful Saturn's day and take care of yourself. Love you. Ciao.